is our last strategy. This is the last thing that I'm going to teach you on how to subtract numbers. So, might be happy about that. Now, this strategy is surprisingly similar to another strategy that we just learned. I'm going to just walk through the strategy, and you can guess what strategy that is very, very similar to. Okay? Here we go. Alright, so we're starting with these two numbers, 638 minus 283. First, draw a number line and start with the subtrahend. So I'm going to draw my number line down here. And I'm going to put a mark down there for my subtrahend, which is, everybody tell me, the smaller number. Yeah. Right now it's the smaller number. Usually. 283. Okay? Then, guess what? Add up to the, what do you think I'm going to write? Add up to the, I like that thumb. Could have been a little more quiet. Diana? Yeah, the blue number, which is called the, Ida? Minuend. I'm surprised you guys are picking up on these words. These are big words. Okay. So then add up to the minuend to find the, everybody tell me. Difference. Okay, so some difference. Some of you knew. Alright. So let's get started. Actually, you know what? I can write my minuend way down here, because that's what I'm adding up to. I'm going to add up to 638. Now you don't have to write it, because eventually you will. Alright. So I have 283. What can I add to 283 that will give me a nice round number that it will be easy to add up to later? Diana, I like your thumb. That's a great number to add to 283. Plus 7. So, I'll make a little line here to show what I'm actually adding to. And draw a little skip. And 283 plus 7 is what? 290. Do you all agree, give me a thumbs up, that 290 is an easy number to add to? Because it's a nice round number. It has a 0 in it. Okay, I agree too. Alright, let's continue. What can I add to 290 to get me an easy number to add to, an even easier number to add to? You should be thinking in your head right now, what is an easier number to add to than 290? I like these quiet thumbs. Yes, Mr. William? 10, yeah. Let's go ahead and add 10. So, I add 10. It's kind of a big jump. And what do I land on when I add 10, Mr. William? 300. Wow, look how round that number is. Do you see how round that number is? Yeah, I see Diana shaking her head. There's 2 zeros. It's going to be really nice and easy to add to a number with 300 or that is 300 or has 2 zeros in it. what can I add to 300 now? I'll tell you this, it's getting really close to 638 when I add this. Miss Lauren.
300.
Yeah, I'm gonna add 300. Plus 300. And that lands me on, Aisha? 6. Let's say that again.
600.
Yeah, 600. So I was at 300, added 300 to get to 600. All right? Is this looking familiar? Do you think you've used this strategy before in a different way? If we look back at a poster that's hanging, maybe we see something very similar. But let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Let's see how similar it is. So what can I add to 600 now? Getting closer and closer. What can I add to 600 now? Mr. Khaled?
10.
Okay, I could add 10, but I'm trying to get to 638, so what else could I add? Yes?
8.
I could add 8, but I don't want to yet. What else could I add? 30! Nice. So it's different, but I'm running out of room here. Plus 30. What does that get me, Mr. Khaled?
8.
When I add 600 plus 30, what do I get? 630. I'm going to write it kind of small here. Okay. Now, what do I need to add? Actually, I could have written it a little bit bigger. What can I add to get to 638? Because my final jump is to reach the minuend. Miss Enola. I add 8. All right. So, guess what my final step is? I want you to turn and talk to your neighbors and think about what my final step is. But do not just tell an answer and accept it. Ask why. Ms. Margot, talk to Mr. Khaled. Mr. Youngman, talk to Mr. Khaled.
That's going to be alright. Do you want to end that with you're not talking to
All right. Finally. Oh, let me get your answers really quick. What did you guys say? Mr. Gunsa, what did you say?
For what?
Well, what do we do next? What is the next step after we add it up to get to the minuend? What do we do next? Do you want to call another student? Call another student that might. Yeah, what is the finally part? That's the big question. What do we do next to find our answer, our difference? Why did you notice that? Khaled? I need to be more specific. Calling another student, Mr. Khaled?
Add 7 plus 10 plus 300 plus 30 plus 8.
Yes, there we go. I'm adding all these numbers right here. Finally, find the sum of what you added to get to the minuend. I added all these red numbers. To get to the minuend, I have to add all those up. So 7 plus 10 plus 300 plus 30 plus 8. Okay, what is my answer here? Let's do that really quick. So I think I got it. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Mr. Oliver?
355.
Raise your thumb up if you got 355 also. Okay, so there's my answer. Bam. 355. Now, what strategy is this very similar to? Remember, I added up to find the difference. Ooh, did I just... Turn and talk to your neighbors really